about it. Alright, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Okay, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on the grind. Girl, let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
Yo, what's going down? What's the business? We got Dirty Mac in here today. King Show.
Whoa.
In the building. There you go.
Whoa.
Most definitely. Hey, tonight we're gonna kick in hard. We're gonna go in deep. It's a lot of changes. We building bridges. So, and with that being said, we talking about relationships and hard work. And we're gonna start it off with the showrunner of the year, the song of the year. Y'all know how we get down around here. Like you can't get it twisted. So what better way to start this off, man? Exactly right here. Nothing else to be said.
Play no calling. If I forgot it, fuck it.
Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up. I ain't stopping, bitch. Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I take her to the crib, I put it in her body, drop it down in her body.
Man, hold up. Damn, lil' mama tough. I've been peeping, seeing you poppin', yeah. Turned up in the club.
Flexing with my Dougie, feeling good when I bop it. Polo on my body, blowing heavy on exotic 300 on the wrist. And on my neck, 750 without the medallion. It's my witness, been feeling myself since a youngin'. Straight up out the Dallas, bills paid, money paid, now it's time to ooh-wee.
The mama big.
Ooh-wee.
The mama nice.
Ooh-wee.
What nigga breathe? Hey, that's my time.
She went early, said let disappear.
Then I took a shot at him and told my team I'm out of here.
Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up. I ain't stopping, bitch. Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I take her to the crib, I put it in her body, drop it down in her body.
Make your head touch the ground for Papa
One.
Work. Put your hands on your shoe for
DJ Q.
twerk. It ain't a bitch up in this club fucking with you. I told her keep on twerking, baby girl, I like the view. I done spent a couple bands on this Armani. All my diamonds water wet, bitch, I'm something like a sign. She jumped up in it, Maserati, Monic on the Miley. I'm on jello shots and shroom shit, got me on my body. Say don't bring sand to the beach. I'm bringing bitches to the party. Me and my niggas, Miley gang, in this bitch going gnarly. I'm short, bust retarded if a nigga wanna start. But I'm just cool and I'm just vibing, looking for me something to dog.
Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up. I ain't stopping, bitch.
He got a main bitch and a mistress. Might just pull up some walker so I can flame up all you bitches. If I pop this here pussy, is you tricking or this just business? Oh, you ain't. Me, my partner from the West, first name Smith, and now I'm geeking from the fuzzy boot to the 214. I'ma bend it over, he Bobby. These bitches steady wanna hate on me, but be the main ones rewatching. Like Gangsta Boom, we mobbing. No TikTok, they cocking. Speed it up, dash on the beat. I don't get tired, bitch. I stay chopping. Give a fuck about what your pockets like, cause your credit good, my nigga. Can you break a brick down 100,000, then sell it good, my nigga? Tell them run it like a track race. Can you put this motherfucking pussy on your damn face, nigga?
Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up. I ain't stopping, bitch. Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I take her to the crib, I put it in her body, drop it down in her body.
Hey,
Bobby, hey, Bobby is a motherfucking vibe. Bobby, it's like an energy. It's like a shit. I don't know. I'm fucking with it. Say.
Yo,
Bobby.
man,
Bobby.
that way.
Working, popping. Yeah.
Hey, for real, that way. Hey, King Show, we gotta definitely do the promotion, man. Hey, Saturday night, we will be live at the Dive
On 75. We're gonna be live at 215 North Central Expressway. The home office live at Devin Falcon Way 500. Say man, come out, man. This ain't no sign up. You ain't gotta pay extra. Hey, bring yourself, man. And we're gonna share the wealth.
And to the most beautifulest ladies in Dallas. I did say the most beautifulest. We definitely need y'all to hit up those TikTok challenges. We're giving out $500 to the top 5 people. Like, hey, we got prizes going on here, and all you got to do is do the just want to see the tick. Let's get them TikToks. Let's run them up. We're gonna run up the TikToks on the Bobby Challenge, and we'll be live there. King Show there in person Saturday. We running that, and tonight to get to the other topic on relationships, hard work. It is so much going on. People call people and say, man, people are mentally ill. People are going and flying off the hinges for almost seem no apparent reason. Road rage is taking place. All of these actions out here in this world is unexplainable, but you could attribute it to the food. You could attribute it to us living not a natural way. You could contribute all of these different factors to several different things. People's upbringing, just a traumatic way of just living from day to day. Let's keep it 1,000. But how can we navigate through these realms and know that relationships require hard work, but still just not want to give up on every relationship that you build, man? Which one of y'all brothers gonna pick up from there?
First off, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the new videos come out. Man, I say the base of any relationship is friendship. Whether you're a parent or a child, whether it's a sibling, especially if you're in a relationship with the opposite sex. You hear me? A man and a woman, the base of any relationship is friendship. So you know when you're going below the belt, when you've been around a significant other person enough, you should know when they're agitated, when they're aggravated, you hear me? When they need some space. Motherfuckers should know, you hear me? Pardon my language too, when enough is enough, to quit pushing each other's buttons. So if you're one of those people who just, you see your significant other pushing them buttons and you know they mad, you just steady pushing, poking at the birdie, you toxic. And then you got to change that. So like I say, the base of any relationship is friendship. Let's be friends. And some people, friendship, hey man, I don't think I should be sitting up here cussing and fussing my significant other. You hear me? If I say I'm loving you and we trying to build something together, I don't want to be disrespecting you or no relationship that I'm in with. You hear me? So that's just me personally. The base is friendship.
Facts. I'm gonna rebut off what he said. Facts, man. There's levels to it, and it's communication. A lot of people take a lot of stuff wrong because of what they're going through, inside and outside. So it becomes an argument or a debate because of some way somebody want to feel some type of way. An incident that happened through my life and career that I'm doing right now, me and Knowledge. I feel like it wasn't no head bumping, but I just feel like no matter what I say, I'm gonna hold my ground. And I feel like he took it as it's cool to hold your ground, but watch what you say because we both learning. I'm telling him to watch what he say and how he treat me, and we learning from each other. So I took that as then let me sit back and God gave me 2 ears. Let me just sit back what he's saying and versus always holding my ground, because sometimes I'm holding my ground, sometimes I'm losing the battle. So I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I have to sit back and reanalyze things and rethink. And communication, man, start from where you messed up. Accountability. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it really starts. If you always gonna blame the next person or trying to convince your partner or your friend that person always doing that, then think about what you're doing to that person. It corrupting their minds and messing up their mentality because of the relationship they had. So it's communication and shit, man up to your word, man up to your mistakes, man. That's how I see it, Bobby.
Bobby. I mean, I say almost, man. King Show could not have put things better in a better perspective. I mean, I think we're all of us are on a learner's planet. We are learning the ropes on this. The majority of us, we work from a day-to-day basis, but we have no business sense. We have no sense of how the system is structured on an environmental structure, on a philosophical structure of we have no idea of what we're actually living. So, let's start off with the male and feminine part of the relationship. That boy get choked out over there, man. Hey, yeah, look. Hey, for real, score a minute.
Motherfucker, choke him out. You hear me? Get his.
Hey, and for us fellas out there, man, like I think what Show just did, and what I would tell also is let's drop this the egotistical thing. Like for a man, I think it's the biggest thing or the most difficult thing for us is to be able to stop and say, man, let me get out my own way and let me actually listen to what somebody's saying. Because it might be something that I'm missing, or it might be something somebody else is missing. But the deepest thing is this. So if you get in between a relationship where it's your personal relationship, sometimes people don't want to actually hear the other person out, or they don't want even to other people to hear that person out because they might feel like there's a wrong or there's a right. Let's take those things out of relationships. There are no wrongs and there are no rights. There's only perceptions. So just because you was looking from one angle doesn't mean that your perception is incorrect, or it doesn't make the other person's perception correct. You just have to get a person to see where you're coming from. So a lot of times in these relationships, people have big blowouts, but it's only because the way that they perceived it. And a lot of the time, your perception is drawn by your experience. So if you've experienced certain things your whole life, some people, the only thing they can experience is sorrow and anger. It is some people that I don't care what you do, the only emotion that they feel comfortable with is anger. Or being mad or disagreeing. Some people are they are set up like this, but it's their experience. So once you go down to a person experience and say, damn, this person going through all this sorrow and anger, they might have been raised by a single mother struggling with 8 different children in the house. And she like, motherfucker, this and that. All they used to is this woman cussing at them 24/7 or being at them a certain kind of way. So that's the only thing that they can look familiar with is the anger. So we got to learn to actually break down exactly what a person has been through, especially if you're in a day-to-day relationship. What caused this person to think this way? Because I mean, it's traumatic things on all type of events, but it doesn't have to be traumatic because we're actually in a point in time where we can do something about it. There's a solution to every problem now. Hey, and shout out to Simone Ray. What's up, guys? How you doing? Big time. Be open-minded. You can never stop learning from someone else. Communicate and comprehend. God body. I mean, that's real. That shouldn't take much to be open-ended enough to be able to hear a person's point of view and that angle. And y'all pick up with you.
Absolutely, man. You gotta it's the reason we got 2 ears and 1 mouth. We're supposed to listen twice as much as we talk. A lot of times when we arguing, we just ready to get the shots fired off. You hear me? We just ducking shots and so like I said, if you're in a relationship with your significant other, man, the main thing you do not want to be doing is bringing bad energy to the house, because this is what you are. You're with this person every day. You go to sleep with this person. You wake up with this person.
Hey, Dirty Mac, my bad for cutting you off. Good.
Yeah.
Describe your version of energy.
Energy.
That's what we go. That's because
Okay.
when we bring in different energy, it can be our thoughts. It could be the way we look. It could be the way we talk. It can be the way we. You feel
Expressions.
me? It could be the way we slouch, or you feel me. So describe what type of energy, like what's like. Yeah,
Hey
break it
man,
down.
you just broke it down in the question. You hear me?
That right
Body language.
there.
Body
Say what?
language.
Right there.
Listen,
Yeah.
if y'all talking and I'm doing this means I'm
Yeah.
receptive. You hear me?
Yeah.
This is my body language. I'm leaning forward. I'm receptive. You hear me?
Yeah.
But
It's like the body language, the energy, the thoughts, the actions. You hear me? The actions. How you walking? You might wake up mad one day because you're gonna take it out on baby, the whole world. You hear me?
yeah. So what if I'm looking like this? What if I'm looking like this? What type of energy you getting?
That's like you not being receptive to what. If I'm speaking like this and you leaning back as far as body language, looking around like, man, what is this nigga on? You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to test you out and test myself because really I was looking like, damn, like, and we actually having this conversation. That's what I was looking like, really. You know what I'm saying? So my thought was different from your perspective way of the energy that I was perceiving because I was trying to perceive the energy.
Yeah.
As we was role playing, I just did what I just did and felt. And I was looking like, damn, I can't believe. And I'm looking like, damn, I can't believe we really having this conversation live. And that's the energy I was trying to give you, but you took it as a, this nigga ain't trying to. Well, my bad. Oh, King Show ain't trying to hear me right now. He ain't.
We just said body. We just saying body language. You hear me? Like, you know what I mean?
So how can we now? That's why I'm talking. That's what we're talking about now about the energy. So how can we conjudge to that? All right, that good energy that we need to look for when you come to your house, versus because if you doing everything right, it's gonna look suspicious.
Now, in a relationship thing, you got to be a people pleasing person. You hear me? If you're in a relationship and you're not a people pleasing person, if you're in some entrepreneurship and you're not a people pleaser, you hear me? You're trying to pursue something, then you're gonna just be burning bridges, keeping it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Whatever. You can't roll up on a woman. Damn, you fine, but your teeth messed up. You got a nice booty, but you ain't gonna get nowhere. You get more honey, you more bees with honey than venom. You know what I mean? So it's like finesse, or you can manipulate somebody. You see, it's the same words, but I'm a finesse my way instead of manipulating people to. It's undertaker, a custodian. You know what I'm saying? I mean, undertaker or mortician, janitor or custodian. It's word games. So hey, man, we just about finding the medium. You hear me? With anybody. We all three gonna have different perceptions, so it's just about finding the middle. Okay, I know my guy over here. He's high spirited. He's playing. I know Show he high spirited. So it's a medium. It's gonna be a conflict of interest sometimes. You hear me? You gotta just minimize the problems and keep pushing. Anticipate problems along the course within any relationship and keep moving forward. Don't quit. That's the negative shit. What you saying, Alex?
Yeah. No, God body, I was saying that's the key right there, man. It says relationship requires hard work. So I mean, the truth of the matter is that, man, you're gonna have disagreements with people. Is these people worth keeping in your life, or is it easy to just say forget it? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to keep the people. A lot of times, the most difficult people were that difficult because they was actually worth it. You might not look at it at that particular time, but some of the most difficult situations. Think of LeBron James prior to making it to the NBA. Think of the dedication that it took from a person being in junior high, being in high school, you being rated this top person. How many women threw themselves at this person? How much he had to actually be dedicated to get to the point that he got to. So a lot of the things, the struggles and all the different things people go through is really so you don't remember yesterday. So you become present in what you are doing, and you can make the most out of today. You can make the most out of your present. So I think in relationships, a lot of things that keep relationships bad or is because the person is talking about yesterday. Oh, you did this yesterday, and now this reminds me of today, and you're doing the same thing again, and then you start looking for a problem. You start looking for an issue instead of looking for a solution. Hey, man, what we need to do, God, is all right. I know you feel like I haven't been giving you enough time or doing this and that. What can I do to help you? You know, within reason. I mean, within reason, you know. No, I'm not going to miss work or miss my hustle where I'm not doing everything I need to do every day to make you happy, but whatever I can do within reason to make you happy, let's work it out. Let's talk about it. That's say some of the most difficult people sometimes can be difficult because they worth the difficulty, but sometimes they've been through so much, they deserve a shot or they deserve the opportunity that they've never had, but a person might look at them is so I say it's about working, man. People being worth it, and yeah, you knowing what's worth it and what's not worth it. I think these is key in relationships because we got all kind of different relationships, and I value every relationship from my mother to my father to my daughters to my sons to my friends to my brothers to my sisters. I value all of these relationships, and all of them can be difficult at some point in time. I mean, I think it comes with life.
You got to learn how to deal wisely with difficult people and quit pointing out problems. People seem the ability to perceive problems as a gift. Some people see, you know, that's the mark of a pessimistic being. People, they'll find a problem under the dresser. Hey, God, what is it now? You hear me? Hey, man, you know, although we are people-pleasing, people in a relationship, that does not mean I'm here to please you in a relationship. Whether it's my friend, whether it's my brother, whether it's my mother, whether it's my father or my woman, I'm not here to please you. You have to find, because it's a scheduling issue. We've got to find some type of medium between everything. You know what I mean? Because it's balanced. What happened when the scales is too much weight over here? The scale gonna start tipping over. Vice versa, you got to find a balance, okay? Because we're doing a lot of different things. We fathers, we hustlers, we personal trainers. You hear me? Coaches. You hear me? We artists. You hear me? How you turn base metals into gold. Alchemists. You hear me? Alchemists, and that's just building relationships with people. You know, it's easy to have. I'm politicking with people. I'm shaking hands like the governor. You hear me? My time is going to be limited because of my entrepreneurial endeavors, you know. So, but the time while we're here, we're not going to spend the time pointing out all the negative stuff. You hear me? Oh man, Lord. Well, you didn't do this one. What? Yada, that's a nag. Who wants to be around a nag? You know what I mean? A friend or anything. You know, me personally, I've been in prison 9 years. I've been out 2 years. The world is up. We finna take over the world like Pinky in the Brain. You hear me? Any day above the grave and outside the cage is a good one. And optimism is through the roof. I don't want to be tripping with people like that. I'm emotional. I stop breathing. I be having to, people be trying, I start breathing. Let me breathe, man. You hear me? I'm quicker than anything. I'm emotional. You hear me? Don't make me scared or nothing. I'm trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So hey, man, that's why you got to maintain that balance. Key show, man. You gotta maintain that balance, bro. And some people is firecrackers.
Yeah. Hey, I used to be I ain't gonna even lie, man. I used to be a firecracker. But the thing is, right now, the thing is, like you say, you've been out 2 years. You know what I'm saying? A lot didn't change. And I wouldn't say what I said or do what I do if it wasn't for me being that firecracker. Now I'm not a firecracker. I'm just not a defender. I'm standing my ground. You feel me? I got tired of letting people run my ground or run my direction. I don't care if it's big person, small person, 10 people, one person, or I'm just gonna stand my ground because that's just all I know now. I don't trust nobody. I believe in a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna stand my ground. That don't mean I'm arguing with nobody, defensive. If I said I apologize for something that I really mean it, and just to move on. But if you're gonna bring it back up, or if somebody is gonna put me in another situation as similar to that one, it's like what's the point of me apologizing or what's me growing? Because I'm not gonna go back and argue with you. I'm not gonna. I don't want no smoke. I don't want
This
no
is the
smoke with
thing.
nobody. No
This is the
smoke.
thing. Not to cut you off. This is the stand your ground laws are basically a confrontational law to me. You hear me?
Hey, say.
What happened when you stand your ground? That you done burn somebody down.
Yeah, shit.
You hear me?
Listen, I'm
Now,
not.
a lot of times, hey man, you tripping? All right, man. You hear me?
Yeah,
I'm
I
cool.
mean,
I'm going another way.
I'm gonna do
I'll
that.
keep going. Now we finna stand my ground.
Now this my definition. This my definition of standing my. This my definition of standing my ground. This is my definition of standing my ground. Which meaning, if I know what's gonna work, and I done been through it, that's me gonna stand my ground. I'm not gonna sit back and let you handle it because I know that's me standing my ground. For example, before the Bobby came, they wanted me to put either Will or Kane. I stood my ground. No matter what anybody said, they didn't. Nobody came to me and said, "Yeah, that's a good do that." At the end of the day, I stood my ground. Say, man, put all three of them on there, and now look at it. It sounds beautiful. That's standing my ground. Now, me standing other people's ground, beefing with them or try to get them to understand my lies, nah, I can't. That ain't standing ground right there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's my definition of standing ground. So
There you go.
I'm different with it.
Standing
Inspiration.
ground.
Inspiration. Bobby.
Man, what type of hard work you think we can put in to relationships, knowledge, as us being it's a people person? Because most arguments and conflict of interest between the people is a people thing. The disagreements, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The confrontational is what can we do, you know, that requires us to work harder in a relationship to make it better.
Stop voting.
They say stop voting. That's real talk. Hey man, withdraw. I think withdraw from anything that's not. That boy get choked out too. Regardless, hey,
just talk about show. Get it got up under my chest.
Hey, yeah, for real. So like I say, I think one of the biggest things is that majority of people in this world, even if they want to say it could be another person's partner, it could be a brother, sister, the majority of people have dealt with stuff in this world that has them somewhat of a mental illness. And I don't even want to say mental illness as a word like that. I'm stating mental illness from a point of saying a person has been through much, and a lot of time a person has been quiet. Like Show just talked about, you've been picked on or did so much that you like, you know what? I ain't having this shit no more. And then the one time you feel like you're not having it no more, now you put that energy on somebody who not even really bringing you that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like they not even bring you the energy, but you dealing with all these different other energies. And like I say, the male to woman relationship is one where we can countlessly like bring these situations to the forefront, because people say that women are more emotional than men. I would highly disagree, especially nowadays. I would highly disagree. I used to would say, yeah, women are more emotional than men. In my relationship, I think my woman is more emotional than me.
Probably.
I think
they'll say emotions like crying or being sad when they say that. But to me, the energy, emotion, that the whole part, the E stands for energy, emotion.
Yeah.
You could be happy, you could be sad, you could be angry, you could be passionate. You hear me? You could be lovable, charitable.
Yeah.
I think I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I think women are more emotional. I think this is me, my life. I think sometimes if you with that person and you sometimes you feed off that person, off their emotions. You 9 times out of 10, if you're a king or man, whatever, you try to not spoil your queen, but give her what she wants, and you do that to a point where it's gonna feed off her emotion as well. You feel me? So it's like women are very emotional, inside, outside. There's emotion that you can feel them. They could say, for instance, if I'm with my girl or something, I could feel her that she like this other guy, but she's not gonna say nothing. You feel me? Like I can feel this type of stuff. You feel me? Like she can feel me, but then too she can come at me and she be like, "Oh, I seen you looking at that girl breasts, and she could really feel that, and I could be like, what? I really looking at her thighs or something. You feel me? But she caught me looking at her something. Yeah, I can't just, you feel me? But that's just how women are. That's just how I see women are emotional, because they gonna tell it without telling.
Shout out to all the women out there.
Yeah, they gonna tell it without telling.
Yeah, y'all hit us in the comments. Are women more emotional, or are the guys, or are the fellas more emotional? Like,
and if y'all get the line, I'm coming through confiscating all them sex toys. I'm burning them up.
Oh yeah,
I'm finna come through. You gotta get.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey,
Since we on this relationship.
Yeah.
So how come it's so cool?
Is that cheating? Is that cheating?
Yeah.
Who is the woman when she playing with that toy? You hear me? While you gone, is she thinking about you? You hear me?
Listen,
is that cheating? Is that to me? I'm like, does that make me feel like I'm not handling my job? You're like, damn, she's sitting there electrocuting herself. You hear me?
Yeah. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Toys is cheating.
Yes.
Toys.
I don't get it.
Unless you don't break them out together.
All right. Hold on. I gotta say this. So if women can cheat with toys, is men watching pornos? Is that cheating? I mean, let's
a lot of women.
All right, there we go.
You see, what's Cuz's name? The pastor dude, my nigga, Kurt Franklin. You hear me? They was tripping because he watching porn. Man, get your motherfucking ass out here. Come here, he watching some porn. Man, shut your ass up. That's actually a man growing. You hear me? I could be out here busting bitches down. Versus I'm just gonna get. You hear me? I don't see this. You hear me? Shit.
Hey, shout out to Jermaine Love and Wanda, man. She said toys are not cheating if you're using it with your partner.
Okay, so there we go. Let's say this. What if your partner want to bring a partner? Fuck you talking about?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, if she like women, then that's cool.
But that toy,
you still gonna argue. You still gonna be arguing. You like her, don't you? I mean, she don't push. You ain't to perform. You know, you gotta go. but hey, man, to me, I don't like to demonize women for their sexual acts. You hear me? The reason I say that they're more emotional because they indulge in their feelings. You hear me? They be in their feelings more than men. They're not more emotional. Yeah, they listen to what you thinking. Hey, man, the world really doesn't care how you feel. You know, whether you're a man or a woman, who gives a fuck about your feelings? The world is not here to cater to you. You are like a grain of sand. You hear me? That's the importance. So when you got vanity issues and you start thinking it's about you, see me, it's the especially, man, the woman is the new slave master now. You hear me? They controlling shit like, man, I'm telling you, they running shit like a motherfucker.
So this is why I say it's big building relationships up is not looking at yesterday, because a lot of the things where people think that women are controlling or running stuff is because the man used to take care of stuff back in the day. Now the women have been more so put in the situations where they look like the go-getter.
They think they the boss.
I mean, but
that's why they think they the boss.
Hey, these are the laws of Maya, though. These are the laws of balance. And I think if we don't get it together and learn how to actually, and shout out to Wanda too, because she did say, she doesn't like sharing. She's the star of her bedroom. So what about the men who, ladies, there's all kind of different toys out there nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So some of them toys can take a man away from him not being a star in his bedroom. Some of them's overboard now. Like, there's some crazy toys out there.
Every night, and then time out the man can't please. Damn, you play with these toys all the goddamn time. You put them to. It's like in prison. You hear me?
Yeah.
Man, goddamn, only this nigga got to jig up all motherfucking day. That nigga her jacket. You hear me? It's like goddamn. You got to harness your sexual energy. Sexual energy is the story of creation. So just like a man not supposed to be jacking off all day, a woman not supposed to be playing with them toys. You're supposed to reserve your sexual energy for your partner.
It's true.
That's just, so shit. What's the difference The niggas, men are monogamous by nature. Some women is too. You better believe it. The men ain't on. Who you think the men out here cheating with? It's niggas now. So goddamn.
I ain't cheating.
Yeah, but just how they think of men. You know what I mean? What you doing? Come home. Wait, let me get in your phone. Goddamn,
Yeah, I see my shirt, boy.
What's
I see my shirt, boy. I love my girl, boy. Ooh, I love her,
Mr.
boy.
Starter,
Ooh.
I'd rather have my man. There you go. I can dig it, Queen. To each his own. You hear me? But like I said, you see how we had to force their hand. So y'all better start commenting, or we coming to confiscate them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, you got to type it quick, then, huh?
Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool
hey,
though.
That's
reserved. I'm all for black love, man, but.
Bro,
it's too many domestics going on, bro, because of the vanity issues. Motherfucker think you here to serve them, like God or something. It's too much domestic shit going on.
Hey, God body, I gotta put this out there and keep it a stack on this right here. This is something that I've learned, bro. A lot of people harness in all this stuff. They've been quiet over years and years and years, and all of these different things build up. And a lot of time people just don't feel like they can talk to somebody about, man, it might be you went through something with your partner, and you and your partner couldn't come to terms, agreement with whatever y'all went through. So y'all like, hey man, fuck her, I'm not talking to
counselor.
She like, you know what I'm saying? But not even a counselor, just having a good friend, just to be able to pick the phone up to and say, you know what, me and my dude got in an argument, about this, and he was raised this way and he feels like this, but I got mad and think about this. You will learn that you might not be wrong and he might not be wrong. It might be somewhere in the middle. It might be something like, you don't like people, whatever you didn't like. Maybe you was valid in what you didn't like, but maybe you took it too far. Maybe you was valid in what you didn't like, but maybe you start talking about, fuck this, I'm gonna tear this up and I'm gonna do all this and you're gonna do all this and that. Now you done took it too far and you done disrespected a man to where you have minimalized this man, or you have made him feel lower with your tongue. They say that the tongue is a sword. It can cut. So you can't just bash people. Especially your partner. You can't belittle them and bash, and even to the men. Man, don't degrade your guy. It's like, don't degrade that woman. They can do stuff to where you might feel like you have to check them, but sometimes as a man, you have to understand a woman has cycles. She's ran with the moon. So you know what? I understand what she's going through. I'm just gonna let her talk. Go ahead, like it's not gonna hurt, go ahead. And then when she hear herself talking and you don't say nothing, she gonna hear her voice and hear herself, and then she gonna get quiet. She gonna say, all right, he not tripping with me.
I hate a loud mouth.
No, it's gonna send her out of it.
I hate a loud mouth. I'll let you get your air your grievances. I don't like. I'm not fista. You sitting up here transferring emotions. With
I love all that.
Some relationships fight like cat and dogs. You hear me? But that's not for me. Yeah. You hear me? I don't like that shit. That's
man.
You want to stress me out? It stressed me out. I like peace. I love peace. Tranquility. You hear me? You can peace of mind is priceless, bro.
Hey, you be with me. You be with me for you gonna be with me for a week. You gonna be a loud mouth. By the end of the week, they're gonna think you're a church girl. They're gonna think you're a library, boy. Hey,
you gonna pick a fight just to get down in the bed. You gonna spice up the bed. You gonna pick a fight. It's gonna be spicy in the bedroom after that.
I'm a refurnish her. Refurnish her mind. You feel me? Like turn every negative to a positive. Hey, 2 negative equal to positive. Stop playing, girls. Hey, what's wrong? Man, my lights out. Your lights out. What? My shit was just off yesterday. Go get some money. You go use the $5, $10. There go something.
Queen is the most powerful piece on the board. Can't nobody move like the queen. So if the queen energy is fucked up, damn that happy wife, happy life shit. I'm here to, like I say, I'm in the people pleasing business, but goddamn, I'm not here to serve you. You hear me? The relationship is something what you should have to offer. You hear, what can you bring to the table in a relationship instead of thinking you the prize? I'm the prize. Men got swinging dicks. They got everything I got. Some people got more than me. Why am I such a prize to where you should be thankful to have me? With that attitude, that's toxic, bro. You should be happy to have me. Hey man, that's whoever thinks like that in a relationship is the toxic one. You hear me?
Most definitely.
Like I say, what can you bring to the table? You expect shit out of a motherfucker you not even bringing to the table, man or a woman.
Real talk.
So that's about that balance and working together to try to build a union.
And then you have some people that they want their relationship with you to be more important than every other relationship that you possibly have prior to that.
I do.
You know?
I want that.
It's vanity.
I'm saying there we go.
That's
like
I want that.
And this could be man or woman. Like so you pitch show. He just said he wants that. Like there are some women who once you with that woman, they don't want you as close to your mama.
They're gonna cut you off from your family.
And everything. And I done seen men do it like big time. Like especially one that's after the woman purse for it. He on her purse. He finna get rid of everything around you. He got it. They gotta go. They fucking with the bag. They messing with the past.
And I turned the purse into a duffel bag. It's a duffel bag. Now she's dragging it around. You'll come up if you get off of this, but you get this bob stick off your motherfucking shoulders. You'll come up. Yeah.
So they say, look, that's it. Hey, so I mean, and I think that because if a person had relationships prior to you, they still owe a certain clearance to those people to value those relationships. A person should always have a relationship with their mother, with their children. They shouldn't be forced to say, you in a relationship with me, it's either your mama or me, your child or you.
Did y'all see Ghost? Did y'all see Ghost this morning? The power shit? Man, y'all need to watch that. They did a hell of an exercise on that motherfucker, bro. Nigga, I'm like, man, they were starting off because this is why people have problems with relationships in the first place. Yeah. Because of the structure, the lack of structure that they haven't seen. So I say a woman all the time, if we come up with single parent families, 7 out of 10 African Americans is where the mom is the single parent. Yeah. So the children are growing up seeing mama run shit. You hear me? She's playing both roles. So with the structure that the woman, she's not used to a man taking care of her. You hear me? She's not used. So she, like I say, it's a conflict of interest, bro. Most of the time they're in a better financial situation than the men. Yeah. You hear me? And they're subconsciously programmed to think a man is supposed to take care of them. Although she might be a better provider, a better leader, and all of that. You hear me? Yeah. So that causes a conflict of interest in relationships. The independent woman thing. Because no woman wants to be independent. No woman wants to do it by herself. Yeah, I like paying all these bills by myself. I like raising a family by myself. That's some toxic ass thought process right there.
I mean, a lot of times the toxicity is coming from a place of hurt. I mean, it's coming. I mean, you have to keep it real. It is toxic, very toxic, but it's coming from a place of hurt. And a lot of women raise young men that they wouldn't want to date. So I mean, bro, you're gonna find gaps. If you find a man raising a child by himself, you're probably gonna find that nurturing part that a woman would normally give not there as often as it should be. If you find a woman raising a young person by herself, you're probably not going to find that structure that a man would offer or certain things that a man would offer for his son to get up and go do. You're going to find missing gaps there. So, you know, what happens is we become older and then we see that we had these voids and then we
still dealing with the issues.
Man, but the ones of us that's lucky, they can admit, hey, I see this issue. We will start to correct it. But then when we correct it, we got to get it right for the next generation. That's why I work on so much with honesty or just being able to be real or being able to show value to people, because a lot of times even our parents didn't show the value to us that we see, because they didn't see love. They didn't see things so if they didn't see things the correct way, how can they teach us the correct way? And if it takes us going through all this much, you know, we just got to be real, bro. And I think valuing all your relationships will help even a person's personal relationship with their partner. A lot of these people look at one like these things are supposed to be. It will, but people look at it like my relationship.
Character traits.
There we
hold
go.
The door open, hold the door open for somebody, whether they say thank you or not. Don't worry about them saying thank you. Just hold the work on being polite, courteous.
There we go.
Selflessness, you know, it's shit.
It takes a nation. If it takes a nation, why are we hollering? It's just you and me. You know, me and my girlfriend turn to me and my gun. Me and my gun. We don't even need the girl. Me and my boyfriend turn to me and the toy. We don't even need the man. Like, so, you know.
Come on, bro. Say that shit again right there, nigga. That's how. Hey, man, I'm telling you, run around the women. Oh, I don't need no man. The man running around, man. He's man. What? What do you mean?
Yeah, for real.
But first off, man, they had no type of toy. They said some guys, but they had no type of toy. The toys they can. Hey, man, I see some guys start sweating. They should. Damn, that's what you do. That's how you know. That's how you get all the women. Man. See, man. Hey, man. Hey, experience, boy.
That way.
These women is out here turning all these women out. You hear me?
Oh man,
turning women out, boy.
It's deep. It's deep.
I like it personally, not. You know, I like women on the woman, but I like all this shit. It's very much shit.
King Show. Question for you: what would you think? One things a man could do through your experience with making his relationship not require as much hard work. Say we use the one with a woman, or say you got a son. What do you do to make y'all's relationship require where it's not, you know, such hard work, or is it hard work, or is it natural? Like how does it go? How do most of your relationships go for you?
Working on a level, of communication, expectations. Don't go too high, don't go too low. Just stay at mid range and work on that.
Man, that's crazy, bro. I look at them expectations. I so much try to stay away from them because I think of it like if you don't have any expectations, you're never disappointed. You know, if you go into it without no expectations, you're never disappointed. But if you go into it with high expectations, somebody might get lower. If you go into a low expectation, somebody might exceed what you expected or thought. But you know, regardless, you run into a lot of different things. But I'm totally with you on that point right there. But like on a personal relationship, male-female relationship, do you think it's hard work or do you think that's pretty natural?
I think that's natural. Cause it's good to be able to. That's why I say I accept a loud mouth. I accept anything because I rather accept something than me be behind bars or me dead or you feel me, because they let me know she's showing some type of attention or some type of affection, so or emotional. Then me to be at the house or every day by myself or don't got nothing to do or just man. It's ways to work around it, man. We deserve to be with queens. We deserve to be with someone as a king. I don't think no man on this earth should be single, or at least just working on to go a relationship that's to better the world. We all need somebody. You know what I'm saying? We all need help. Can't nobody do it by itself. Can't nobody do it by itself.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my thought on it. My little inside scoop.
Most definitely.
I think it's difficult nowadays being in a relationship because of the mental health issues that a lot of blacks or African Americans or whatever we call ourselves is really not too familiar with mental health because they haven't either been diagnosed with mental health. You hear me? Just like your body temporarily gets sick and break down and have a cold, we have mental breakdowns. You hear me? That's why we got to find rest stops or things where some people some of the women, they might be playing with them toys because they might need to get in there and do some exercise or some yoga or something. The men might just be, you hear me, going out, hanging out with friends, just looking for something.
Hey, if you're a woman, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna take it back old school, man. If y'all women playing with these toys, man, y'all very powerful, man. Y'all need to, Hey, y'all need to stop. Y'all becoming a man already. Y'all need to
Hell
stop.
yeah, look at what's going on.
Hey, stop.
They got more women than the men. You hear me? The bitches got more women than the. Like, damn,
Man.
Like, God,
shout out to y'all.
Boy, I had to stop, man. Yeah,
Salute.
boy,
You
man,
hear
we
me?
can't
For
even buy
real.
roses no more.
Shout out to y'all.
We can't even. Man, I think I'm the last human being to buy my woman a rose, like the flowers. Like
Yeah.
I stopped doing that last year.
Yeah,
They
chivalry
didn't invent
dead.
the rose. They didn't invent the real
Chivalry
rose.
dead, man.
They
Chivalry
invent the
dead.
real rose for the women. Like what the fuck? Like
They're like, they say, get that bread, get that head, and leave. You hear me?
say,
Wow. Wow.
That's the songs
Can
that the songs
hey,
we breaking down. You hear me?
man.
That's the songs people
Can I get
breaking down. What is
Can I get a closing statement? Can I get a closing statement on that? I mean, yeah, I found no other better time than to close it out on my end on that. Like, men have been in control for a great period of time. Welcome to the Aquarian age, the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Where we no longer believe it's knowing, and the woman is coming in the age of Aquarius full fledged. They're not taking no prisoners. They on some, yeah, they on their vicious. They want head now. You know, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and them bitches ain't but holding lick on these and something.
too short.
Now too short. And women, when you hear them on the songs now, they taking them reins now. They doing that. They want that coochie on your face. You know it on your face.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? They want it on your face. So hey, so hey, closing statement of this, man. Everything is meant to have a bond or to be unified. In order to have a seed, you need soil to make a plant. In order to make or recreate, you got to have male and female. Like we all need each other. We're part of a 360 union that creates life. Us together creates more life. So let's start building these nations back. Let's start building these groups and think tanks where we can talk to each other with respect and with modesty and sincerity where you want to build something. Because none of us can do it on our own. You know, when you do it on your own, even if you do find the cheat code and you try to do it on your own, you're going to get Jesus crucified. You're going to get Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Gandhi. You're going to get that if you by yourself thinking you can do it on your own. It's time for us to stand up and take all 5 fingers and make a fist. You know what I'm saying? You hit somebody like this, you can do some damage. But if you're just doing this, you might do a little print or something. But nah, we work better together. So you know what I'm saying? Let's start being that unified nation, man. In closing.
Hey, in closing, man. Hey, man, relationships take work, man. People are trying to, you know, they'll ruin you. They lives, they dealing with trauma or drama. They'll bring their energy into your energy and ruin you. Hear me? So like, it's always about that balance. Like I said, I'm cool, calm, collective most of the time. I'm not gonna allow my mama or daddy, hey man, you mad, whoever you are, I don't want to be around you right now. You need some space. You hear me? I'm not supposed to trip with nobody, so I advise everybody take those reins and just work on conflict resolution. Because if you just sitting here poking the bird, you look me. I hate to argue with them. I don't like getting hyped here, but you know I like to play sports or something. I'll be working out or something. You raising that energy up there for nothing. It's like you straddling the fence. You just poking at the bird, and then the bird bites your ass, and now he bit. You hear me? Come on, man. That's childish. We're not in our 20s. You hear me? That's puppy love. We fully grown adults. You hear me? So what was you gonna say?
Now I was gonna say, hey, Nisha Carlene. She said, hey, Kings, and so are men to something that you said. Yeah, it's cool. We need to shoot y'all a link, get you to pull up too. Pull up. We're hearing the goddess's perspective on everything. We are open, definitely open to that. But Dirty Mac, bro, you ain't mean to stop you, bro. You was knocking your closing your statement out.
No, you good shit. Yeah. You went back in the conversation, but you're like I was saying, it takes work nowadays in a relationship, man. And I tell anybody, if you're not right with yourself first, you shouldn't be in a relationship, because if you not enough by yourself, you hear me? It's nothing you can bring any value to the relationship. All you're gonna do is devalue the relationship because you're not even enough by yourself. So work on self, getting yourself together, and then you can bring something to the table, you hear me, and create a good union. But other than that, you're just gonna be toxic and spinning people's wheels, going nowhere fast. You hear me? Like you stuck in the cell and the screeching, tires burning rubber, but you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? In closing.
Yeah.
Hey, now, hey, y'all go tap in, man. Y'all go to YouTube, go check out that Bobby, man. We having a contest going on. This is my end closing, man. On the 15th, you know what I'm saying? Check us at 215 North Central Expressway Live. We're giving that $500 to the best person who do the Bobby Challenge, man. We're just creating wealth. That's how we're doing, creating wealth. Come out, have fun, support. We ain't taking nothing, we giving. So that's my closing statement, Bobby. Let's take over the nation, man. Shout out to the Kings, Dirty Mac. Shout out to K Key, man. Knowledge, man. What's up with it, man? That's the key. Let's talk about it.
Body. Hey, and man, we appreciate y'all pulling up. And I know how it goes.
You want to talk about east side, west side, south side, Fort Worth, Mesquite, Garland. Hey, if I forgot it, fuck it. Let me pop it, let me. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up. I ain't stopping, bitch. Let me pop it, let me pop it. Lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I take her to the crib, I put it in her body, drop it in her body.
Man, hold on. Damn, lil' mama tough. I've been peeping, seeing you poppin', yeah. Turned up in the club.
Flexing with my jug and feeling good when I bop it. Polo on my body, blowing heavy on exotic 300 on the wrist. And on my neck, what? 750 with that medallion. It's my witness, been feeling myself since a young kid. Straight up out the Dallas, real money, pay now. It's time to ooh wee. Mama big, ooh mama nice. Ooh wee, nigga breathe. On me, hey, she whisper in my ear. I tell her to put.
Then I took a shot, I hit it, told my team I'm out of here.
Let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up. I ain't stopping, bitch. Let me pop it, let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I take her to the crib, I put it in her body, drop it in her body.
Touch the ground for Purple. Put your hands on DJ Q. It ain't a bitch up in this club fucking with you. I told her keep on twerking, baby girl, I like the view. I done spent a couple bands on this Armani. My diamonds water wet, bitch, I'm something like the sign. She jumped up in Maserati with demonic on the Miley. I'm on jello shots and shroom shit, got me on my body. Say don't bring sand to the beach, I'm bringing bitches to the me and my niggas Miley digging this bitch going gnarly. I'm short bus retarded if a nigga wanna start. But I'm just cool and I'm just vibing, looking for me something to do.
Let me pop it, let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good up, I ain't stopping.
He got a bitch and a mistress. Might just pull up some walkers so I can flame up all you bitches. If I pop this here pussy, is you tricking or this just business? Oh, you ain't. Me, my partner from the West, first name Smith. And now I'm geeking from the pussy boot, so I'ma bend it over, he Bobby. These bitches steady wanna hate on me, but be the main ones rewatching. Like Gangsta Boom, we mobbing. No TikTok, they clocking. Speed it up, die, don't get tired, bitch. I stay chopping, give a fuck about your pockets like it's your credit good, my nigga. Can you break a brick down 100,000 and sell it good, my nigga? Tell them run it like a trace. Can you put this motherfucking pussy on your damn face, nigga?
Let me pop it, let me pop it. I see lil' dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. She finger licking good, I eat her up, I ain't stopping. Let me pop it, let me pop it. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I see lil' mama dancing, she working, poppin'. I take her to the crib, I put it in her body, Say, hey,